What is up, guys? How are you guys doing? What is going on? How has your week been? Oh my gosh, I mean, like, how was last week, the end of last week, right? Busy. It's 8 o'clock, so it's Monday, and yeah, so welcome to What's the 411. Thank you guys for popping in. Very excited to talk to you guys about what we have going on. There's lots of excitement, lots of things happening, guys. Lots of things happening, okay? So, first off, I want to just send a big shout out to Koch Creatives. This weekend, she had a pop up. It was like a pop up slash party slash mentorship slash there was so much going on and it was lovely. It was a great event. So I definitely want to send a big shout out to all of the vendors that were there. Some of them I've seen before at other pop-ups and some of them were new. So of course I always like to try different things out, check out what's going on, and try to support in any way that I can. So you guys have to get this, okay? So this is Mahogany Glow. I don't know if you can see it. So just the other day, I was saying to myself, I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's the weather change. My skin is getting super dry. I need like an exfoliant for my skin. Pop up at the pop up, and Mahogany Glow has it's called a sugar scrub. Lavender and vanilla, two of my favorite scents. Like, if you don't know, now you know. Like, I love this. Those two scents. So lavender and vanilla smells delicious, and so I tried it there, and of course you tried it, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot. And then so last night I was taking my shower, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try it all over my legs, my arms, just a little bit here and there. It was so, after I came out of the shower, I was like, oh my gosh, wow. I was feeling so good, guys. So definitely want to give them a shout. Got to give a big shout out to, of course, Cube Style, that was in the building as well on Saturday. It was a phenomenal event. So you definitely want to check out Cube Style for all of their delicious body butters. They are definitely going to be at the pop-up that I have coming up on November 26th, 27th, and 28th at Dixie Outlet Mall. So if you don't know, make sure that you guys go and check it out, okay? Go and check it out. I went with one of my girls, and she picked up this rum butter. It's not made with shea butter or cocoa butter. It's made with kokum butter. I have never heard of kokum butter before. So I'm excited to give that a try. And then they had Maraki Mix. I don't know if you guys have tried their drinks, okay? Because we got like this, I don't know if it was a rum punch, what she had going on there, but it was super tasty and just, gave you a little bit of that to make you feel nice, So it was, all in all, it was a fabulous show. I had a really good time. And I also wanted to show you guys this hat that I picked up. This is not from a pop-up. This is from one of my girls. Look at this. It's got the string and everything. I'm not going to try it on because I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the hat. I don't know. You guys got to let me know. She was trying to tell me how to wear the hat with the string and all this. I got to find the right outfit for it. You know what I mean? So, but this is Leighton Michelle. So you guys need to get onto her page. She's got accessories galore. I should have brought some of her earrings that I bought from her. I mean, very, very good quality earrings, at a fabulous price. And then she's got accessories like the hats, the purses, sunglasses. I mean, just totally phenomenal. Also, before we get into the interview today, I have to show off my empty wine bottle because it was just so good. Wine Notes, guys. Wine Notes. These ladies were on the show. Check out their interview that I have on my page with them. They do their own thing with the wine. It comes with a gift pairing. Oh my gosh, it's just delicious, tasty. But without further ado, I would love to have our special guest for the evening join me on the show so we can get this conversation popping. You know what I mean? Let's see what we can do. Okay, hey, there you are.
Hi.
How are you guys? How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I love the glitter lipstick.
Thank you.
Yes, beautiful. So how are you ladies doing?
We're doing well. We're doing well. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. All right, so let's get into it. Introduce yourself, tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, was it Monday night? Monday evening. My name is Rochelle, and this is my sister Cola, and we are the co-owners of Unforgiving Pure Incorporated. Yes. And what we do
Okay.
is we do beauty products with a wellness twist. Everything is focused on making sure that you can build a healthy foundation, a healthy routine, so that whenever you're going through anything in life, you always make sure to prioritize wellness and self care. But you do it with beauty products.
Mm. So the first time I seen you guys was at the Malcolm's Choice. And my sister-in-law went in there and she was getting her hands all washed and massaged and everything. And she was like, oh my gosh, I feel so good. So talk to us about your different products that you guys have.
So we have, well, I mean, our bestseller has been the natural deodorant. That's something that people have been gravitating towards just because it's different than what's in Toronto. Our natural deodorant definitely is one of the best in Canada. Let me say that. It lasts all day. It goes on smoothly. It absorbs really nicely. It is an amazing, amazing product to have, and it has mood boosting scents. So a lot of the natural deodorants on there, a lot of them either have baking soda or they're made with synthetic scents. Our scents are not. I know you're looking for one to post it up. Here we go. Our scents
Okay.
are natural. This one is shades of green, so it's like a cucumber mint. It really smells fresh. It goes on nicely. Everything is set for a mood. So if you're feeling like calming and relaxing, that's like a sweet calm vibe. If you're feeling like fresh, you just want something that's like really nice and really, really refreshing, this is that one. If you want something from the tropics, we got tropical pineapple. We have a whole bunch of different things for the deodorant specifically. But we also have amazing foot and body scrubs. We have body butters. We have wellness rollers. We have face scrubs. And most recently, we just launched our hair and body wash line. So everything is curated, like I said, with mood boosting scents to make sure you're taking care of your wellness. And we launched the body wash line. We launched it with color therapy as well, so people understand how color affects your mood. And yes, the body scrub. The body scrub is so different than what's on the market. I know we're going to talk about it a little bit, so I'll save that. But it's an amazing product.
Okay. You said wellness rollers too. Is that what you had mentioned?
Yes.
What are those?
So our wellness rollers are actually, since you take this one, I'm gonna grab it. Sure, no problem. So our wellness rollers, we call them Puroma because it's like pure aroma. They are essential oil rollers that we formulated specifically for the purposes that we use them for. So for example, this one is the Unwinding Chill. And that one's really to help you unwind and chill. It's lavender based, but it also has like a nice little twist. It smells really refreshing, but like also very calming. It's good for helping to relieve anxiety. It's good for reducing insomnia, helping you get better quality sleep. Those kind of things, really just helping you to like again relax and unwind. That is the one that you just roll it on like your temples. You can roll it on your chest, anywhere where you can smell it. You can put it in the palm of your hand. Inhale it, use it as like an aromatherapy aid type thing, and it really helps to calm your mind and to get you back to where you need to be so you can continue on with your day. So like I said, it's for anxiety, depression. It's in a really, really calming and relaxing sense. The next one is, we call it Red Light Special. This one is infused with chamomile flowers, and this is for your period cramps and your muscle aches. So when you have period cramps, typically a lot of people take Advil. Advil, Tylenol, Midol,
Anything,
Motrin,
right?
all of that. You know what I mean? People will always grab a pill to deal with it. For years ago, I never liked taking like pain pills like that. I always wanted to find an alternative. How this one got inspired was there was an essential oil roller I found at Sage, or Sage as we call it. Yes. That was the same thing. It was like to help with period cramps, and it did help, but it smelled so horrendous. I hated using it. It smelled so awful. It was really strong. It was very really pungent, and
Yeah.
every time I put it on, I shivered and I hated it. So I told my sister, I'm like, listen, if we're launching this, we have to formulate one for cramps specifically that smells delicious. And she did what I said. Yeah. So that one
Okay,
is spiced
okay.
with like cinnamon and nutmeg. It really helps to calm the cramps. The best thing is you roll it on and you go to sleep. You wake up, you're like, woo, good to go. So it
Really?
really helps even on day one for day one cramps. But if you don't have period cramps, it's also great for muscle aches. My sister got into a car accident last February, and this is when we started formulating it. And she used this after the accident, and it really helped her to recover a lot faster just by like
Girl,
growing it
the
out and
accident,
laying
I
it
just
down.
have regular aches and pains, okay? My knee ache me, my back ache me. Like, so literally, like, especially when we do shows and stuff, we'll be standing on our feet a long time, my back will be hurting.
Yeah.
I will literally roll it on like my lower back specifically,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I go to sleep, I wake up and my back is blessed. So
Okay. Okay.
yes,
Geez, so you guys have a lot of different products.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
we cut it down from what it used to be. But as demand comes in, I love formulating, so I'm always like tinkering and trying to figure out, okay, so what can I do now? So I'm trying to rein it in a little bit. But yeah, we have a variety. We have the basic essentials, the products you need to get through every single day: soap, lotion, deodorant. We got those with a couple of extras of like the next level, the body scrubs, the rollers, things that just put your day over the top. So.
Mm, I like that.
Thank you.
So where did you guys come up with the name?
So Unforgivably Pure, it's funny. We kind of went through, like, for people who've been knowing us and been following our journey, we went through many phases. Unforgivably Pure came about like from the very, very beginning, because we wanted a word that described the feeling that we got when we used our products. Right. So we know our products were natural, and we know that we try to use, not try, we use high quality ingredients that are very pure. And we wanted it to say that without saying, like, just natural product or something natural. You know what I mean? Like, so the vibe that the products were giving us was like luxury, like
Unapologetic,
wellness.
like it was just like hitting differently. And so we looked up synonyms for like unapologetic. Like it's just like being natural is an attitude. It's just a form of life, it's just a way of being.
Yeah.
And so we wanted it to reflect that. And so unforgivingly pure is how it came out. That's just the movement that we
it's
go
the
with
movement, because it's how we present, how we show up to the world. We want to show up natural, authentic. That's really the vibe and the vein that we wanted.
Yeah.
And then when we first started, people couldn't pronounce the name Unforgivably Pure.
That's true.
They were struggling so hard, so we ended up cutting it down. And somebody that was giving us business advice at the time was like, it's too long, nobody's gonna get it, this, that, the third. So we're like, oh, we got a little insecure. We changed it we shortened it to Up Beauty. And then when we did our rebrand, we're like, nah, we're not doing no Up Beauty. We're coming back with Unforgivably Pure, because
you either know it or you don't.
Yeah,
either you get it or say it or not, because Up Beauty kind of ruined the aesthetics and the attitude we were going for, and it just kind of got lost in the sauce. Yeah. And so Unforgivably Pure is like, oh, that's different. Oh, that stands out. I'm like, yeah, we were born to stand out. And that's so we came back to the name.
Yeah, I love the name. I love it.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. So how did you guys get started?
So, no, so about, what year is it? It's 2014 now, right?
It's 2021 now.
No, but okay, so my son passed away in 2014. That's what I'm trying to remember. My son passed in 2014. And at the time I was working a job. I was overworking. Like after he passed in August, and I got a job in October. I got a job really quickly because society said, hey, what are you going to do with your life? Get a job. And so I got a job, but then I used that job to just block out everything. I overworked, and within 9 months, I crashed and burned. So I was now on disability, trying to figure out what this thing called anxiety is, because it was new to me, and depression and all of that. But we needed something to do while I was at home, something positive to focus on, something to do that just like got our minds off of what was happening. And I remembered previously I had bought some equipment and I just had it in my basement just waiting for the right opportunity. And so an opportunity presented itself, and we're just like, hey, yeah, I actually had everything. And so we started. But I'm the type of person where, like my sister, she's more of a planner. I am, let's get it, let's jump in. So that's exactly what we did. We jumped in, we mixed some things, and I said, yo, let's bring it to market, let's see how it works. And we've been pushing ever since, to be honest. Like, September was the first time we took a break, and then we just came back. But for the last, we're turning 5. Our anniversary's tomorrow. We're turning 5 tomorrow.
What?
Yeah.
Big up yourself, man. That's amazing.
We're
Holy,
turning
what a
5
prime
tomorrow.
time. I got a prime time interview. You guys are coming up on your 5 year.
Yes, yes. But for the last 5 years, we've been pushing.
Wow.
God has been really good to us. And so, yeah, that's how we got started. We just wanted to focus on the wellness aspect. Because when we started, natural products were great in terms of like the functionality. It was better than synthetic. But natural products didn't smell great. Natural products didn't make me feel good all the time. Natural products all use the same ingredients. And I'm like, y'all got to come up with something different. And so my sister and I put our heads together and we figured out, how can we make this different? And that's what we did.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say, like, when KK was here, which was her son, when he first got ill, we that's when we really started to research natural stuff and looking more into, like, what we put on our bodies and how it affects our bodies and stuff like that. So that was definitely the vein of it.
Yeah. Because I was going to say he was born with muscular dystrophy. And he was diagnosed with congestive heart failure. And so at that time, it was like, how can we eliminate toxins and everything?
Extra stress, anything that's like stressing out his body.
Yeah.
We're like, let's just go completely natural for him, especially. And that's when, like I said, we really started to do the research on, okay, like, what are we eating? What are we putting on our body? What kind of products are we using? And how can we eliminate these extra stressors or extra toxins and stuff like that from his regular routine.
And a big part of, like, after getting started was like, so going through depression and anxiety, people don't understand when you go through things, sometimes you don't want to get to bed. Sometimes you don't want to put lotion in your skin. Like, those are really big tasks. And we wanted something that smelled good, that kind of like inspired you to want to bathe your skin, to want to lotion your skin, that like, even if you felt depression, like, but it smells so good. Like, something like that. And so that I know I'm making a big fool, but that's exactly what we wanted to make sure, that if you're going through tragedy or anything, the routine is built, it's ingrained in you, that you're like, okay, well, this is what I gotta do. Or if you're stressed out, okay, I'm gonna grab this Puroma, I'm gonna grab this Unwinding Chill to help me de-stress. So that's the real, like, goal and mission behind everything we do and why we got started.
Wow. Well, my condolences to you, about your son. But it's a beautiful thing that you are doing right here. This is definitely amazing, phenomenal how you're turning something like, anxiety and depression around, and you're helping others too because you've been through it,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Love it. I love it. Yeah, man. So you guys work together, you're sisters. I love to see it. Talk to us about how beneficial it is and how important it is to work together as a family unit for other people outside to see you, and then just the bond that you guys have together.
Yeah, I mean, it's very important for us to keep it as a family.
I know.
Sisterhood. Sorry, I got distracted. But yeah, no, see my mind. It's really important for us to work as a family because I mean, we were here, right? And we supported each other and we were kind of going through this thing together as a support to one another. So this really did help us refocus and recenter. And sis, help me on that.
I mean, sure, no problem. Yeah. So listen, my son has been the vein of our company. We wear blue in his honor, so you see blue lips, you see blue robes. Like, he is the joy of what we do. And so doing it with somebody who went through it, then they just understand. It's not nothing that I gotta explain. Like, we just get it and we understand this is the motivation, this is the push. Because the thing that you gotta do when it comes to business, you have to have a why, you gotta have a reason. And so working together as a family, we are both creatives, but we have strengths and weaknesses. So she's a planner, I risk it all. So I will put that. That is the main thing, is we balance each other out by working together. That where she can, like, write, she has, like, really nice writing. I will just slap the thing together and say, let's go. So
I also, like, I'm more like, I can do more techie things versus you do a lot of the production and the research and stuff. So, like, it really is kind of like yin and yang. We really do balance each other out to make, like, the perfect storm of this company.
Yeah. So it's important to, like, if you can build it within the family, it's great. I know there's always, you have to build trust and relationships, and our relationship is definitely not perfect. People see us up here laughing, and there's days we just mad. But we find things to do outside of it. Like, we love watching movies. We quote movies all the time. So we spend time outside of doing the business to just hang out, and then that also helps too.
Yeah, I mean, it is your sisters, right? And at the end of the day, working together, everybody, no matter whether you're sisters or you are just business partners, you will have that tiff. But I love to see the energy. I love to see, families especially working together. It's beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. And especially in our community too. It's important for us to see that, you guys are working together. You're out here, you're coming up on your 5 years. It's big.
It is. It definitely is. Especially because, like, she's a nurse by trade. I'm an author and a poet, and so this is something that we get to do and mold together. But it still doesn't take away from the stuff we do outside.
Wow. So you're an author and a poet.
I am.
Talk to us about that. Come on.
I self-published my memoir in 2018. It's literally my journey from 14 to 28. In between the chapters is poetry. Before, like, when I was in my early 20s, I used to perform a lot more on stages, doing spoken word and doing a lot of that stuff. Now I'm focused on getting the podcast out and making sure the book is heard, because my story is huge, and it's impactful and it's restorative, and a lot more people got to hear it. So I have to actually do a lot more when I'm promoting it and talking about it. But yeah, being an author has been great. Going the self-published route has been interesting. It took me about 7 years to write the book, and it's a hefty book, but it was such a therapeutic process, because I wrote more than half of it after my son passed.
So where can we get the book?
It's on Amazon, actually, Amazon.ca. The book is called Cola, Casualty of Love's Apologies. I know it's a title, but it definitely speaks to how family and friends and people are supposed to love us, and sometimes they let us down, but do we let that get us down, or do we rise above it? So it's a poetic melody of everything together.
Nice.
Thank you.
And you just mentioned like a podcast. Are you working on a podcast?
So I have a podcast of me reading different chapters of the book. So for people who want to listen to it as well, that's also available.
Okay. So how do we listen to it? Is there a link like in your bio, or?
Yeah, and on my actual personal, if you have our app, it's on there. But on my personal Instagram, Living Cola, then there's a link, and you can also go there as well.
Okay. All right. So you used to do spoken word. You're like a poet. When's the last time you were on stage?
Oh, it's been years.
Yeah.
Right before the pandemic, I went to a sister community networking event, and they found out throughout the night that I'm a poet, and they threw me up there. But I always love getting up there and speaking. Poetry and words is my jam. That's just like one of my first loves. So it's always been I paint stories with words, and so it's always been when I can do that.
Fabulous. Nice. All right. I got to check that out. I'm definitely going to check it out. Try to see if I could tune into the podcast and get that book.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So talk to us about sisterhood, because I like to talk about sisterhood, especially like amongst our community, amongst women, how important sisterhood is and what sisterhood means to you.
Sisterhood is, I want to say, it's everything. It's really important. The goal is not to go through life alone. The goal is to make sure that you are bonding with other people. Jesus never called us to be singular. It's he had his disciples. He had a group of people who he walked with. And so sisterhood, having women that we can bond with, that we can connect to, that we can talk about all different things, because we all go through different things in life, is really important. And then when you also find sisterhoods who are in entrepreneurship, because entrepreneurship will just take you up and down, that's even more important. But for our community, I think it's one of the things that we should strive towards building. I know a lot of the time we follow Drake and say no new friends, but I've learned in the last few years that is not as effective.
It's not impactful.
It's not. It really isn't. So we have our community of Puristas, And one of our customers ended up becoming a friend of mine, and she lives in Florida. And so because of that sisterhood, there just happened to be a conference at the beginning of September that was in Florida. And I hit her up and I said, hey, sis, you want to go? And she said, yeah. And so I was able to go down and stay at her house. This wouldn't happen without sisterhood. And then when I was at the conference, I met another Purista from Georgia. She's like, hey. I was like, oh my gosh. And so really understanding how when we have sisterhood, it connects us to so many different people all in so many different places around the world that we can travel, that we can communicate. People have different experiences, but they also have the same experience at the same time, and we can get different perspectives of it. And that's the beauty of being able to do life with other women, especially.
100%. No, for real. So what is your why? Both of you guys.
So why do we do this? We do this because we want to impact other people. This is bigger than us, and our vision is bigger than just our products specifically. Our vision is like so big and out there. It's like it's for us to impact as many people as we can, because we see the way that mental health and mental illness affect a lot of people. It's kind of now just becoming a little bit more mainstream, but we still have a far ways to go. And wellness is I feel like one-dimensional sometimes. When you hear the word wellness, you have like one picture in your mind. It's either like yoga or like, you know what I mean? It's very like, or like self-care, you think of like, you know, bath time, spas. But we really want to impact people to show them that like it doesn't necessarily have to be all of that. It can be, if that's your jam, it can be, but it can be the little things, you know, it's just to take time to prioritize wellness, and you know, even just in the products what you use, and how just using something that smells a certain way can really affect your mood, and how it doesn't have to be so cumbersome or overwhelming. It could be the small changes that you make in life that really make the greatest impact for you and also your family, and you know, and beyond. So that's kind of what drives us and what keeps us pushing is knowing that we can help somebody else out there to manage the stress in their life and to live a better life in the end.
Yeah, 100%. My why is always going to be my son. Always going to be God's plan for my life. And everything that my sister just said is definitely part of the plan. Making sure that the things that I went through, the things that we go through, other people don't have to go through that. They don't have to. How I try to find my way through stress and anxiety. If we can make it better for somebody else, that's a plus. There's a lot of people who suffer in silence, and there's a way to combat that. And we definitely want to be a part of that. So the why, the reason, we're driven by our Puristas. We're driven by women and men who want to live a different lifestyle, along with my child. And God is just, he placed us in our hands, placed us in our lives, and this is something he's asked of us, and we will keep pushing.
Love it.
Thank
Love
you.
it. Yeah, so it is busy. I mean, you guys have a lot going on with the business, outside of the business. How do you keep everything organized and focused?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I mean, we communicate a lot. Like we currently live together, so we are all constantly talking and checking in and just knowing where each of us lie. Like some days she'll be doing something outside of the business, sometimes I'll be doing something outside the business, and then we always just like, I don't know, I feel like we're always talking about business at some point throughout the day. We have our nice whiteboard behind the camera here that we just actually erased it to redo it, but that's one other way that helps us keep things into perspective. We have our vision written on there, so we can always see it. We're very visual. Again, we're creatives, but we're also very visual. So writing our vision, making it plain. That's how we keep ourselves organized and keep ourselves focused on the big goal. Because you can get very bogged down with all the little things that are happening. You know, when things are falling apart, and you're like, "Why am I doing this? What's happening?" And then you look and you're like, "Oh, okay. It's bigger than me. Got it.
Yeah.
It's bigger than my emotions."
And I would also say, I would add to that, taking frequent breaks, making sure that you are not getting overwhelmed. When you feel yourself getting overwhelmed, it's really okay to stop.
Yeah,
like the business will not fail. And if it goes down a little bit, just understand that if it's meant to be, God will bring it back when you need to. Yesterday, I think I just texted all my friends and I'm like, deuces, you just not gonna hear from me for a bit. I need a moment to I need peace. I mean, it ain't that with you, but when I'm ready, I'll come back. And then I literally turned off every single notification on my phone. Instagram turned off, WhatsApp, all the notifications completely shut. And can I tell you, I slept so nice. Like the peace that I get when I'm not being distracted by Instagram notifications. Instagram has this thing that the minute you put it down, they say, hey, someone you know is, I don't care.
Yeah, like stop it, leave me alone.
Get you back on the app. So shutting off a lot of things, shutting yourself in, having time to just sit and read it. I read a book in 2 days after turning off all my notifications. Like, it's the little things that keep you grounded, but making sure you're getting enough rest, making sure you're exercising, even just for like 10 minutes a day, and just balancing out those things that allow you to stay focused. Because then when you do work, you're a whole lot more like in the zone than just like
productive.
What was I doing? And just like taking the whole day to get one task done.
No, it's so important. I remember one girl telling me to turn your phone off before you go to bed every single night.
Yeah.
You know, and at first you turn it off and you're just laying in bed like, oh my God, like I just what am I missing, you know? But then after a while you realize how deep of a sleep you can really get if you just let the phone go. You know? So important. So important. Yeah, so talk to us about how we can stay in touch with you guys, where we can get hooked up with all of these fabulous products, and then if you have anything else coming up that we need to know about.
Yes, okay, so you guys can find us on our app. We have an app, it's called the Unforgivingly Pure app. You can search it in your native app, whether it's Google or Apple Store. If you follow us on Instagram, you can click our link in our bio, and the links are directly underneath. You just hit and it'll take you directly to your app store to download our app. That is where we're going to be doing most of our communication. You can shop directly on there, so you can get all the products. We're going to be posting exclusive content on there. We've got how-to videos for people who don't know how to use our product or whatever.
And we have daily messaging.
Like I was saying, we do daily wellness notifications. We do it once a day. We don't spam your phone.
Just to keep you encouraged along the way.
It's just a little positivity, you know. Like, for example, today the notification was we do pure challenges. So today was #Pure Challenge. There's food in your fridge. Don't spend money on road, basically, and put that money in your savings and see how much you saved at the end of the week. You know, little things like that. It's just a little bit of encouragement along the way, just to keep things fun and interesting. You can also you can go directly online. So our website is www.unforgivinglypure.com.
Pur.com. Some people spell pure Pure. So unforgivinglypur.com. That's what it is.
Big okay.
What we have coming up. So next week we're actually going to be doing a pop-up in Brampton. Pure Wellness is our second baby. We spent about 5 months building it out. Well, 5 months this time around.
Pure Wellness is a relaxation lounge that we're building. We're building it still. We were building it at one location, but that location fell through. So now God has given us a different plan to make it more mobile and accessible. So we're working on that plan, hopefully to launch in 2022. But that is definitely
in the works. In the meantime, next week we'll be in Brampton on Thursday. We're going to be doing a pop-up where we're combining with Malcolm's Choice. And so we'll be doing hand massages. Everybody loves them. We'll be doing our hand massages because that really is wellness. We'll be doing some, some self-guided meditation.
Guided meditation. It's like a little wellness
oasis.
Yeah,
that's what we're bringing to Brampton next
week. Some writing prompts for people who like to write, stuff like that. So a little bit of wellness is what we're bringing to Brampton. And also you can shop our products there as well. So we'll be bringing all of our products. Yes, we'll be in your neighborhood, girl.
We'll bring all of the products to Brampton. Because y'all know we're from the other side of the world, so it'll be a good pop-up.
Where are you guys from?
We live in Curtis. So East of
Oshawa. Curtis. We're right next to Oshawa.
Yeah, that's a distance from Brampton.
Other side of the world.
The West Side welcomes you. We welcome you out here. That's beautiful. So next Thursday, what time are you guys going to be there?
That's a very good question. I'm gonna have to get you back with that.
Yeah, we'll
probably be there for most of the day.
I think it's all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, most likely we'll be there for most of the day, providing, like we said, all the different services. and we're excited. We're excited to bring it back up and to see the response again as we're building something pretty big in the background. So yeah.
So talk to us a little bit more about the Pure Wellness Lounge.
So Pure Wellness Relaxation Lounge, for those who got to see it, you guys have been so blessed. You guys are so blessed. But it's coming back around. So basically what we want to do is create like a space where you can just come and relax. You know what I mean? It's not really a full spa per se, but it's not like it's not a spa. You know what I mean? If I could say. So we want to provide services to the wellness services, such as we had like guided meditation that came with pretty much everything. We're gonna do hand massage, deluxe hand massages. We're gonna do deluxe foot massages. We had our relaxed VR machine, so you can do some virtual reality. So it takes you onto different sceneries, either like beach, forest. You know, there's like 14 different options.
Yeah, we'll be bringing that one back in the future. For now, but that was the whole premise of it. That people get to come and experience wellness. Most people just go to a spa and get a back massage, but we really wanted to focus on what you're breathing like, how you feeling, on mask and chill. Some people don't have time to mask at home, so we show you how to mask, and you get to sit there and relax and breathe in and breathe out, and to really use the products in a way that's focused on wellness. And so, because like the thing we use like mint and some other really dope essential oils in it that's curated for your wellness. So the whole premise of the Pure Wellness Relaxation Lounge is to help you relax, whatever way that looks like to you.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's dancing to soca music, whether that's breathing, like whatever that looks like to you.
You can do like a writing session. You can just come and it's just a change of environment. So we really decorated the room, so it's like, you know, like it's a whole new vibe. So if you can't create that space, because not everyone can create that space in their own home. We wanted to create that space for you and allow you to give a chance to, you can come and, you know, even just listen to music and just relax if you wanted. Lounge in the chair, have some essential oils in the air, you know, to really help you do whatever. Read a book if you wanted. Like there's just various levels and activities that we wanted to allow you to come and experience, and then also leave you with like some wellness tips or guide, you know, leave with something that can help you as you carry on
until the next time you come in.
All right. Okay, well, talk to us. Do you guys have anybody want to shout out?
Our Puristas.
I was gonna say we have to shout out our Purista crew. Honestly, our Purista family. They did come to support. Other businesses that also have been on our journey with us. Shout out to y'all, because we connected with a lot of different entrepreneurs as well along the way, and we bring people with us. We just bring people along the way. We don't see people as competition. You know, we could be selling the exact same product, and we're still allies in this, in my eyes. So shout out to y'all Puristas. Shout out to all of our entrepreneur
entrepreneurs, everyone who's helped us along the way, who supported us. Like I said, 5 years is tomorrow, which is big. So everyone who love y'all too. So everyone who was supported along the way, who has shared posts, who has purchased, who has gotten us,
whispered our names to people that we don't even know, had conversations, you know, just loved our products, told friends and family. It really, it's all those little things, you know. It's not always the big actions, but it's the little things, you know.
That's why we're still here after taking a break. Like when I say, I was doing an interview a while ago, and I said in September everything stopped for us. It wasn't even by choice. The location that we had for our Pure Wellness closed. Our online shut down. Like everything stopped in September, and we were forced to take a break. And we just got it back like last weekend.
Yeah.
And we just got on the website last weekend. Pure Wellness, we're working out. But we just got the website back last weekend, and people still DM'd us to purchase, and so every single person
sent some encouraging messages. People always sending us some encouraging.
Checked in with us to make sure we still good and we didn't lose our minds, and like it has been an amazing journey, and so we're so grateful to every single person who we've spoken to, and who has reached out and has loved on us.
And shout out to those people who don't know us yet, but who are either learning us through here. Who are going to come up on our business at some way, shape, or form. Shout out to you guys, because you know what it is, and you are making the choice to take wellness into your own hands and use Unforgivingly Pure products to do so. So I'm very proud of y'all.
And the last shout out I would do is to you. Thank you for having us here. Because it's been an amazing conversation. It flows through so nicely. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate being able to be seen on another platform, on a different stage, and just to listen and ask questions. So a huge shout out to you. Thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you. Oh, you guys are more than welcome, man. It was a pleasure talking to you. And I love to see it. I love to hear the story behind the brand so people get to know a little bit more about who you are and, you know, why you're out here doing what you're doing, you know? So it's great to hear. But before I let you guys go, do you have like a motivational quote or anything that you want to share with everybody?
So it's not necessarily a quote, but the one thing I will say is listen to your own voice. Listen to your own voice. That is so key. The Holy Spirit inside of you that is telling you to go left, to go left. Do not go right because everyone is telling you to go right. Do not pick up what other people are telling you to pick up. Make sure you listen to your spirit. Be authentic. Be transparent. Be polite. It's just be polite. Like that's an important thing. Respect your customers. Respect everybody who. Listen, even if they're giving you the wrong information, you can still respect that they had enough courage to speak up. But ultimately, listen to yourself the most because that is the only person that you're living with that is carrying you forward into the future. When everything fails, it's just you and God. So continue.
Love it. All right, guys. Thank you so much again. And, you know, I'm going to do my best to try to pop by and see you guys next Thursday.
Yay! Thank you. We can't wait to set it up. We're excited.
Right? I'm excited to see this wellness lounge because that sounds like it's going to be off the chain. Where is it going to be in the city?
At the moment, should I just say something?
I was gonna say.
Okay, you don't have to say.
No,
but I guess
we want people to get excited.
Okay.
At the moment, we're working on a bus idea. We want to be mobile. We want to think of like a food truck, but just like right
for wellness. Exactly.
We want to be on wheels.
So we want to like set a schedule so we can say, okay, Brampton's every Tuesday. You know, this location every Wednesday. So we want to be making it very mobile and accessible to different. Because we realize a lot of our Puristas are all over the city. They're from the east to the west. They're all over. So trying to find one location just wasn't really working because there is no one central location.
And we're travelers. We travel all the time. So I think we came up with this idea in 2019, and we abandoned it for a little bit. And so now that we left it alone.
We left it alone, but we didn't abandon it, girl.
For a little bit.
It was on the back burner.
So after we actually had a stable location, it reminded us, like when it closed, it reminded us like that wasn't even the vision to begin with. And so now we're going back to the original vision. And so we're gonna need a lot of our Puristas help getting there. We're gonna set up a GoFundMe. We're gonna make sure that we sell more products to launch this thing. But we want to launch it by by spring. We want to launch it by spring, being mobile with the Pure Wellness Spring Summer Lounge bus, and so we can hit so many more people, including going across the state. So yeah,
I mean, like what we have is big, like
bigger than us.
It's gonna be like drinks available. We're thinking like even in summer, pulling up, I'm doing a little outside hand massage station thing. Yeah. It's like we're gonna be at events. You're gonna see us everywhere. So, I just think they're gonna replay this next year when it happens. We're gonna replay this interview because I'm speaking it into existence. But
you gotta do. That's about the vision. Put it on that board.
Yeah.
The wheels out there. Like, yo, that is such a good idea. I love that because when you become an entrepreneur, that's when you realize how big Ontario really is. Like, it's huge. It is huge. So, no, that's a great idea. I wish you ladies all the best. I can't wait to see it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I can't wait to see it. All right, girls. I will see you again. But we'll be in touch for sure. 100%.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.
It's been an amazing night.
Yes, it has. For sure. All right, girls. I'll see you guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Talk about, like I'm telling you, there is too much greatness in our community. Too much greatness. Like, did you guys hear that? That is such a good idea. Like, I mean, come on. A wellness lounge on wheels. Like you can have ladies' nights, we can have barbecues out in the park and invite the wellness boutique to, or the wellness lounge to come through. And I'm telling you, that is such a great idea. Such a great idea. And I was just saying like to myself how large Ontario is. Ontario is huge. So this way you can get around, man. I love it. I mean, I love talking to these ladies. I love seeing our people out here doing fabulous things. These ladies are out here, not only are they sisters, they're working together, they're pushing together, they've got the vision, and I'm telling you, and yes, Miss Ghetto Stories, what's going on? Greatness does rule our world. Greatness rules our world. And because we are all so unique, we all have greatness within us. We all have that greatness to share. It's so important to make sure that you shine your greatness. You know what I mean? Because we all need to see it. That's what we're here for. We're here to see your greatness, support your greatness, and allow you to shine in your, I'm telling you, man, Black Girl Magic. Seriously, like my gosh. I love hearing the story behind the brand because everybody has a story. Everybody has a story, and it's so important that we need to understand who these people are, what their story is, and how can we relate. One of the biggest things about us as human beings is that your story relates to my story, relates to somebody else's story. We can all learn from each other. It's so important to hear, man. So, and I love the way that this movement is about that, um, wellness. It's so important. This is a big conversation that we've been having since pretty much since the pandemic really started. This wellness conversation has blown up. So it's important, especially to talk about in our community, how we need to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves, and then we're checking in on others, making sure that we're taking care of our sisters, of our brothers, our mothers, fathers, aunties, uncles, cousins, friends, everybody. And I talk about this, especially when I have my queens on the show. I like to talk about sisterhood, how we can build each other up, how we can support each other. You know what I mean? It's so important. So yes, we need to shine on our sisters, shine on these queens, because they're just doing some great, it just makes me feel so nice when I see people and they're just doing their thing and they're just pushing, because at the end of the day, when you're doing something, when you're really stepping into yourself and stepping outside of the box, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot. I mean, 5 years. These ladies are coming up on 5 years. So you know how hard that is to get to that point, and you're out there doing your all, giving your all, and you have a great following. Your products are consistently great. Like it takes a lot of work. So we got to big them up. We got to make sure that we're supporting them, and anybody that that's in the game out here, whether they've been for a couple of weeks, couple of months, couple of years, 10, 20, 30 years, we got to make sure that we are supporting them. So guys, I just want to encourage you to make sure that you jump on Unforgivingly Pure. They have an app. Click the link in the bio, get the app, download it for, special messages and links to a whole bunch of different things that they have going on. And yes, Cube Style is another great group of sisters. You know what I'm saying? So it's really important that we support. I love to see the families working together, and then they're out here supporting. I'm telling you, it's just gorgeous. But yes, Cube Style, have to give them their flowers. We have to give people our flowers when we see them out here. Like, we're not waiting, right? We need to support people while we can, when we see them, while we can still support them. And yes, this platform is for the people. This is for us. This is our community. This platform is what it's all about. You know what I mean? As my t-shirt says, excellence, expertise, and edification. We're all out here to edify one another. Nobody's on top of anybody else. We're all out here learning from each other. So your story is going to come on this show. I'm going to ask you some questions, probe you, and somebody out there is going to be listening to it, and they're going to say to myself, you know what? I've been suffering with this, or I've been going through that, or they may know somebody who's going through something, and they're going to step into their greatness and push themselves to do something fabulous, because we are all unique. We have this one fingerprint that nobody else in this entire world has. Nobody has what you have. Nobody can be you. You can be similar. You can have a best friend that you've had for your whole entire life and you guys think the same, you dress the same, they're still not you. There's still something different about you. So it's really important. It took me years to figure out how to do things differently, how to embrace the difference, the different person that I am. You know what I mean? And now I'm just like, yo, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And everybody needs to step out of the box and crush the box because we can't live in a box. You know what I mean? We're too great. Greatness cannot fit in a box. You know what I'm saying? So guys, A Seat at Our Table is coming up. I have the summit on Saturday, and then the following weekend we have our pop-up shop. Okay, so the pop-up is going to be the Friday, Saturday, and the Sunday at Dixie Outlet Mall. So excited about this. It's going to be great. We have a bunch of fabulous vendors. We have a bunch of fabulous people that are going to be on the platform for the summit as well. It's going to be quite the show, okay? Also, so make sure you guys click the link in the bio. We've got giveaways, we've got prizes. All of the prizes and giveaways are going to be at the giveaways are going to be held at the pop-up. So there's a reason for you to come down, okay? We've got wine notes that's going to be giving away a bottle. We also have Esma J Creations. She makes these beautiful boards, cutting boards, and she engraves them. I remember getting one. I just seen her on IG and I'm like, you know what, let me just try it out. My brother had just moved into his new house and I'm like, let me just get them a nice cutting board. You know what I mean? I was so impressed by just the way, first of all, her customer service, everything was it was just great. So you guys make sure you check her out. She's doing a giveaway. She's doing a giveaway for somebody to win at the summit, and she's doing a giveaway for somebody to win another board at the pop-up. So we're really excited about that. Plus the pop-up is going to have tons of giveaways. I have people just calling me left, right, and center like, oh, I'm going to donate. Oh, can I meet you here? I have so many things to give away. It's just beautiful. I'm just so excited about it. So I have a really, really great way to make sure that we get all of our customers engaged, to make sure that, it's going to be fabulous. You guys have to make sure you come down from Friday to Sunday. We have different vendors coming in each day. So you want to make sure that if you can't make it on one day, you make it on the next day. You can come all weekend long. We are going to be there in the mall at a great, great spot right in the middle of the mall. So, and plus it's going to be a packed weekend because it is Black Friday, right? Like, everybody's going to be outside. You know what I'm saying? We're in the malls, we're getting our stuff done. So we're showcasing everything, okay? And I also wanted to put this out there. Guys, I am working on a docu-series. I'm working on a docu-series that is going to be, I'm going to start it in 2022 because I have too many projects that I'm doing right now. But this docu-series is going to be called Black Love in the Six. And we're going to be talking about families. We're going to be talking about relationships. We're going to be talking about healing our Black family, what a unit looks like, the definition of love, what love looks like to each individual. And I want to talk to a variety of different people, from young all the way to, mid-age to old, to get everybody's different perspective on where we are, how we can make it better, what we need to do to heal ourselves and be more committed to love. And when I say love, I don't only mean love in relationships. I mean love, love in relationships, but I don't mean like between spouses. I mean love in relationships in general. Love between our siblings, love between our parents and ourselves, love with our friends, our family members, just showing love in general, because I think that yes, there is love in an intimate relationship, but there's also love that we just need to show on a daily basis. What does that look like? What is healthy? What is not healthy? And yeah, so I am going to be doing that. So you guys are gonna see that in 2022. So if I am sliding up in your DM to ask you to be on the docu-series, you are definitely going to love in our community. Exactly. All of the great stuff, So it's going to be a 3-part docu-series right now. So I've somewhat gone through what I'm looking for to make sure that I formulate the questions that I'm going to be asking to everybody. Some questions I'm going to be, some episodes or whatever, I guess, I don't know what they're called, are going to be, one-on-one. Some will be with couples, some will be with family members, some will be, just kind of one-on-one. And then others I want to do like a group setting, maybe a group of ladies, a group of men, intertwined, both men and women, older people, younger people. So yeah, I'm looking for if anybody has any ideas on what they would like to see in the docu-series, definitely reach out and let me know. I'm open to suggestions, and then of course support, because I am not a I've never done this before. This is something that has just been pressing on my mind. I have it all laid out of what I want to see, but I would love to collaborate with somebody who's done a docu-series before or done some type of filming or something, that would be able to help me out, contribute to what my vision is, you know what I mean? You guys know what I'm trying to say, right? Um, and yeah, so just hit me up, let me know. And there was something else I was going to say, and I can't remember. So I guess I'll have to hold on to it. But yeah, thank you guys again for jumping on. I appreciate you guys. I look forward to seeing you online on Saturday at the summit. And then I also look forward to, I guess, seeing you at the pop-up, okay, at the pop-up on Saturday at Dixie Outlet Mall. It's going to be super fly. We just have so many vendors that are just ready, excited. Oh my gosh, lots of giveaways. So make sure you guys tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come on down. And we have Miss Ghetto Stories, who is going to be there as well. She is going to come through. You know what? Anything that she does is always for the community. So I'm very excited to have her come down and just talk to the crowd, get us engaged, do her thing. You know what I'm saying? We do still have a couple of spaces left. If you know of any vendors who are interested in being a part of the pop-up, please send them to my DM, tell them to send me a message, and or they can click the link in my bio to register for it, because registration is still open. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I appreciate you guys. This is What's the 411, where everybody's story matters. And I appreciate you guys. I will see you next week, same time, same place, where we have another fabulous guest. All right.